Making Instagram stories should be fun, but sometimes our creativity failed us. You can use Instagram stories to showcase your daily routine, business, and even if you want to flirt. Well, trying to flirt. Okay, let's start with tip number 1. We can definitely talk on our Insta stories, but sometimes you just want a picture and a message, and we can achieve this even better with text. So this is how we can make it fun. So I taken my brother's photo on my IG stories. I wrote "I love you" in all capital letters. You can change the font, but I like this one in particular for this effect. You can make it bigger or you can make it smaller with the tool on the left. I wrote again the same word and then click on one of the colors, but if you hold it, you're gonna see a full-on palette. So I chose this color. Now I try to fix it just a little bit off so you can see some sort of a shadow on the text. Now I'm gonna write another word, which is brother, but I'm gonna use a different font just to make some contrast. I changed the color and the size. Also, and if you want to give it a background, you can just click here. I'm not sure about this one, so I'm gonna change the color, but then I'm gonna put that just below the "I love you." I feel like the change of fonts make it more fun. What do you think about this result? Let me know in the comments. Let's go for the next one. There is a power on framing things, and this same exact concept we can use it on our Instagram stories, and this is how you can do it. In this case, I'm gonna use text again. Write the letter I, and if you click here, you can select a tone that it's in your photo. Using this, I say done, and I'm gonna make this I super big as the photo. Gonna go to the left, and depending on how thick or thin I want it, I can put it more in or out. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna select this time the last letter color so it's exactly the same. I'm gonna do the same thing but on the right. This exact same process, I'll do it 2 more times, and like that, I just created a frame. This makes the photo a little bit more focused, and it can be fun to use in your stories. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. One of my favorite tools are GIF. You can make something very, very boring into something fun. Or maybe you can just show the way that you feel. Anyways, this is a great way to express yourself. If you pinch your photo, you can make it a little bit smaller. So we can click here, go to gift, and then we're gonna find out a gallery of GIF. Just type frame and you're gonna see a lot of frames. You have so many options, and I'm gonna choose this one because I just feel it's cute. You need to adjust. This might take a little bit of precision and time, but this will be the end result. Another way you can use it is to go to gift again and add the word shine. You're gonna see different kind of shine, but you can put it in your photo, outside your photo, however you want really. I'm gonna replicate this effect a couple times so I can shine like nobody else, and this is the final result. If you have a new post, you can click here, add to stories, and click here, choose a color, hold it, and you're gonna have a solid background. If you click on the image, it's gonna look like a post. You can make it a little bit smaller, and if you go to GIF again, you can type lines, and you're gonna see different type of lines that are very cute. I'm gonna choose 2 for this case. Now things are gonna get interesting. I'm gonna add some text just to make it more clear. I'm gonna say new post. While I'm typing this, I decided that I wanna make it bigger and I wanna make more of it. So I'm gonna type it like 4 times because why not? This will be the final result. Of course, you can make it simpler or whatever you want. Now we can mix up, and if I eliminate 2 of this text, we can mix the technique number 1 that we use, and we can change the color and add one of them as a background and one of them as the main font. So here you can mix techniques and make it even better. Which one of these three is your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I got a surprise for you. We made gifts for you completely for free. So if you type bonnierzmteam, you're gonna see a full-on gallery of gifts that I made for you. This you can use for swipe up. Also, you can give good energies if you use my tips. Swipe up again, use some selfies, and if you use my filters, Bonnie filter. I use my filters on all these photos and I have different ones on my website, and I'm gonna leave you the link in the description box if you wanna see them and get them and make it part of your Instagram. Let's move on to the next tip. Sometimes we want some mystery on our Instagram photos. And to make this effect happen so people can go and check out our feed, this is a way that you can do it. We're gonna start with a photo. We're gonna click the drawing option, select a color, and go to a softer mode, which is the third one. You hold it and it's gonna have this soft kind of color. You can add text on it and that's gonna make it look like sort of like a magazine layout, which I really like. You can make it more intense as well with the first option, and then select the eraser. What you're gonna draw whatever you want, new post, something, and this is gonna give some mystery to the post. Another option is to actually go full on opacity again, go with the eraser and highlight like an area of the photo. For example, in this case, I'm just gonna highlight my husband. Then I'm gonna add some text just to create some drama, like what's happening on the feed, what he's looking at, you know, so really it can become really fun for the person that is watching. Another example that we can actually make, it's like steps. So for example, tap to reveal. I put it there, the text, download that image, then erase the text and go with the eraser. I go over a little bit, like a part of the image, and that just like a tiny bit, and then say done, and then save that image again, and then I'm gonna repeat that. So I'm gonna erase a little bit more, save it, and then again a little bit more, save it, and then a little bit more, save it, and then at the end I'm gonna add a text like some new tips, some new posts, or whatever you want. Maybe you're revealing a new product, so this could be very cool for business. So in this case, this is how it's gonna look towards the end when you're downloading all your photos. And this is what the people are actually gonna see. So tap to reveal, tap. Let me know in the comments if you like this strategy. But if you have a bubbly personality, this is something that you can try right away. We're gonna start with a background photo. Then gonna go to our photos. This little trick is pretty cool. You're gonna go and copy that image. Copy photo and go back to your Instagram stories, and it's gonna pop up this thing that says add sticker. So you're gonna click it and you're gonna have like a full-on new sticker. The cool thing is that you can do this as many times as you want. So you can start creating a collage, which is really helpful. If for some reason it doesn't work like the add sticker, just click paste and the photo is gonna paste itself. You can create GIFs, like it can make a really cool collage. So it's like a mix of the things that we have been practicing today in this video. In this case, I wanna keep it simple. So I'm gonna use one photo, add a GIF, and it's gonna look like a cute collage, you know, kind of really Instagram-like. How do you like it? The moment it's here. Let's talk about apps. So in this case, font, you can install it on your keyboard and you will see it as an option. The cool thing about this app is that you have way more options for your text. Something that I don't really like about this app is that if you typed it and you want to change that font, you can't. You need to start all over. So you need to select a new font and then write. But I mean, it's fine. We're not really like writing a lot on our stories. It's just like 1 or 2 sentences. But as you see, there's many fonts that can be very fun for your stories. Another one is Unfold. I use this one a lot. You can create a new story. I'm gonna create one as a test, and here you have a couple temples. Some of them you need to buy them, and some of them you can just have them for free. So you can modify them, like the text. They have some stickers that are very cool, and it has a very minimalistic vibe, which is very trendy right now. Another cool thing is that if you don't have good photos, you can go to the option on Splash and you can get some very cool photos that the app provides you. You can add some text or use it as a background, and again, you have many options. In this app, like for example, this temple I love, it's like photography and it's so easy to make. Or to make collages, it's so pretty and it looks way more professional. I'm gonna make one with the photos I used before. Also, if you are feeling like, oh my god, I have no makeup, I have a pimple in my face, this is terrible, B612, it's a lifesaver. And now they have an option that it's stories, and you can add like some very cool filters like vintage, like this one, the other one which was great because of my pimple, but whatever. Okay, so you can still add very cool effects even if you feel like you don't look that cute for your stories. Thank you. Another option is a story chick. I like this to make animations, so it looks very pro. Not all these temples are for free, you need to pay for some of them, but you have free options. And another thing that I don't really like that much is that you cannot really modify it. So in this case, like the butterfly, it's on my husband's face. But then you can find another one, which like for example, this one looks just perfect for this photo and I love it. It looks so pro. And if you want to go more like professional and you want to do stuff in your computer, I'm gonna recommend you this website that is great for this, and it's canva.com. You can go to story temples and you're gonna find a lot of them, and you can really go like super pro with this. It looks like a designer made it for you. It's so pretty. You can totally modify any of the temples. You can add your own photos or change the text. And I use this one a lot because you can build in, if you already know what you're gonna post about and it's not like, you know, it's like a promotion or something like that, or this is great in those cases. So if you have the time and you want to make them look a little bit more pro, canva.com has a lot of options. Also, they have some temples to make your stories more interactive. So they have like this thing like bingo or like get to know me, and people can like interact with your stories. I think it's a great idea, especially for business. I really think make your story stand out. Also, I want to highlight that they have a lot of designs, but you will see if you go over the design if it's free, and if it says pro, then you need to pay for it, but it's not really that much in case you want to. There's one thing I really know you will enjoy, and it's getting tips every week. And for that, I really want to recommend you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to say how grateful I am that you stayed this long in this video and that you took advantage of all these tips. Subscribe and hit the like button if you want more videos like this, and if you want me to make a part 2. I'm super excited to keep showing you ideas to stay creative and be super positive with your social media. Remember, you're beautiful and special. See you next week.